Hello everybody, welcome back to another lesson of Danish with Henrik. Let's dive in today to the present tense verbs in Danish. So how do we conjugate them, and what are some irregular verbs which are important to know? Let's take a look. First, let's go over the learning goals for today. Once we're done with the lesson here, we are going to understand how regular Danish verbs work in present tense. You will also be able to use the verb with all different subject pronouns. So in English, we have I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they, and so on. You'll be able to conjugate all of it. And we're going to take a look at the Danish form of to be. It's called at være. By the end of this lesson, you will be fully able to use this in everyday situations. But in order to learn about verbs, we first need to take a look at the pronouns. So let's go ahead and check it out. The pronouns in Danish are relatively straightforward. So I'm just going to now say them and you can repeat after me. Jeg, du, han, hun, den, det. Han, hun, den, det. Vi, I, de. Very good. So, jeg means I, du means you, han, hun, den, det. It means he, she, or it. Den or det, which one we use depends on which article the noun has. So if you don't know about the articles, check the previous video on this topic. But in general, if it's en word, for example, en kat means a cat, then we would use den to describe it as a subject. So den kat, katten. Okay. Vi means we, I means you as a group, and de means they. Good. With that out of the way, let's take a look at how we then use these in combination with verbs in present tense in Danish. Firstly, to form the infinitive, we need to add at plus the verb. This is similar to English where you add to plus the verb. So here we have to eat. In Danish, it's called at spise. At spise. Repeat that one time. At spise. Amazing. So, in order to make this into a present tense conjugation, it's really quite simple. We just add an R to the end for regular verbs. There are many irregular verbs where we do something different, naturally, like with all languages. For every rule, there are two exceptions. But this lesson is about the regular verbs. And normally we just put an R at the end of the verb. So now let's take another look at an example here with the Danish at sove, which means to sleep. Now, how do we put this verb in the different conjugations for the different subjects? Pronouns. It's simpler than you think. It's much simpler than many other languages because, as a matter of fact, it doesn't change according to the pronoun. So let's take a look here at what I mean with this example. Here we have a guy sleeping. It's jeg sover. Han sover. It means I sleep. He sleeps. Nothing changes. So let's try and check here. So same goes for you and she. Du sover. You sleep. Hun sover. She sleeps. And what about if it's a third person? Here we have a bird. Bird in Danish is called en fugl. So fuglen sover. Den sover. The bird is sleeping. It's sleeping. And lastly, for the plural, it also doesn't change. Vi sover. I sover, de sover. We sleep, I sleep, you sleep, they sleep. It does not get any easier. The verb doesn't change at all. You just need to add the correct pronoun and add an R in the end of the infinitive verb, and there you go. So let's bring this into practice here with the next example. Here we have the verb at lære. At lære, it means to learn. So take a moment, think about it. What do we want to do? How do we want to say this in the present tense? Try and guess, and then I'll give you a couple of seconds, then we take a look together. Exactly. We just add an R to the end. Jeg lærer, I learn. And for the plural form, vi lærer, we learn. One thing to bear in mind here is, of course, you cannot always hear the R in the end of the word. You need to write it to make it the present tense. But listen up here between the infinitive and the present tense. At lære, jeg lærer. The word is identical. So for some words ending in ER, you need to be careful to always write the R in there, even though you don't hear it when you speak it out loud. Very good. Okay, now time to take a look at to be in Danish. To be is called at være. At være in the infinitive, but in the present tense, it's er. So, jeg er, I am, du er, you are, han, hun, den, det er, he, she, it is, vi er, we are, I er, you are, de er, they are. So again, it doesn't change in the present tense. It only changes from the infinitive. For every single pronoun, we just say er. Now take a look at some practical examples here. So for I, and we also look at some adjectives here at the same time. Jeg er glad. I am happy. Du er politimand. You are a policeman. Det er en kat. It is a cat. Vi er glade. We are happy. I er kloge. You are smart. De er en familie. They are a family. Very good. As you may have noticed in these examples, there are some plural adjectives and some different adjectives that we don't know. We are going to take a look at adjectives in a later lesson. So for now, just try to remember the vocabulary and feel free to practice your verbs in the present tense after this lesson. Now, what did we learn? Let's sum it up, what this lesson covered. First of all, we now understand how regular Danish verbs work in the present tense. Can now use verbs with all the subject pronouns. And we now know the Danish form of to be. That's all for this time. I want to thank you all for tuning in. It's really great to see so much support. Now again, please subscribe and please like to my channel because I want to do this for free for you as long as possible, and it really helps me out. With that said, I'm looking forward for doing the next video for you, and I will see you there. Bye bye. Hej hej. Vi ses.